he was going to cut bushes. So this morning at 7 o'clock, I get a message. Hey, let's go to the field. He got his Nobler tweaked. Okay, great. So we're out here. This is a Nobler day. I'm going to work on a Nobler. If you remember from my channel, I built this Nobler 2 years ago. And I sold it to Jerry. It weighs 40 ounces. And it's got the same motor John's got in his, the OS 32F. And I've never flown it. So John's gonna fly his Nobler today. I ended up getting it back when Jerry passed away. So we're gonna see how it flies. But you can see the build on my channel. I showed how to, there's a lot of build videos on this thing. So we need to get the battery set up for this thing.
Well, there's a 53 Nobler and a Gieske Nobler.
And here comes the wind. We'll get the battery hooked up here to this thing so it doesn't die. Got some gaffer's tape on there. I see some chatters, but I can't read it. I think I got a 60-foot set of lines from my Tucker. I'll just use my little Tucker lines on it. Yep. Are yours 60 foot?
Mine are 58 feet. Actual line length, not.
I'll get the other microphone set up here in a minute. We got white.
Probably gonna have to play around with handle adjustment here a little bit today.
Yeah. Same with me.
I just changed. I'm gonna check the review filter. That looks like
Up just a little bit.
the elevator.
Yep.
I need to change that.
Where am I at there? Is that level?
Looks like a little down. That's pretty level like that. Pretty
Up
level.
there.
Pretty level.
Okay, let's get this transmitter going. Well, RX is down 2 bars. It should be all right. Now I can't find a mic that'll work. There we go. This.
What that look like?
Up ever so slightly, about a 16th. Probably be fine. this out. How about it? You got audio? It does not look like it. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's got a little. Take this gaffer's tape. These guys make things so complicated. You got a 4-pin, you got a 3-pin, you got a 2-pin. Give me a break. Make them all the same. All right. Let me know. I'll go get my glasses. I sent for a refund.
Good.
Why my Amazon bill is going up and up and up, you know, the minimum payment due? Because they're not billing like a credit card anymore. Each item has 6 payments of equal payments of whatever.
Yeah.
Because I only owe a little over $1,000, but they want a $200 payment. Well, that ain't right.
Right.
Get my other glasses. Okay. Mic not working. Really bad crackling with every step you take. Doesn't sound bad on your phone.
I heard the static.
I hear it. Okay, we'll kill this mic. Because I need a regular Rode mic, but they want so much for it. I should have kept them other mics that were in with that other kit because they worked, but can't do that.
Not if you're returning them.
Well, I don't even think they look. They just open it up and look at it.
They'll go in the big Amazon thing. Somebody buy a whole skid of that stuff for $25.
But that's what it's worth, about $25. Guess it'd be okay if you were a high school filmmaker or whatever.
Oh, you gotta be kidding. Those kids don't use cheap stuff. They use recording studio stuff.
Do what?
Them kids don't use cheap stuff. They use recording studio stuff. Shoot, the kids, when I was in school, we made movies and stuff like that. And those kids had all the top of the line cameras and sound equipment. And one kid, his dad owned a movie house. Played, indoor movie house, played big time movies like, I don't know how big the doggone film was, 50 millimeter or 200 millimeter, whatever it was, big
IMAX.
giant reels. And he had all the latest movies that were out. You go there and pay $3.50. Out Tightwad never once let us kids in there for free. He charged us every time. That's all right. I guess we learned a lesson. But it's,
The last time that Jerry flew that airplane was Huntersville. It's been 2 years ago.
yeah, airplane's about 4 years old, isn't it?
Yeah. It needs some repair. Got a little chunk out of the rudder. I'm going to fix them wingtips, fix the nose. I'm going to leave his number on there just to, I'll put in memory of on it or whatever.
Yeah, that'd be good.
But they can't say, hey, you didn't build that. Want to bet?
yeah, I know you feel it for a fact. You got video proof. Jerry flew it. He did pretty good with it, I think. I can't remember his placings or anything, but I watched him fly it in 2 or 3 different contests. He flew pretty good. Flew like a notebook. What can you say? It's, I hope this worked.
I do too.
Because there was definitely a different amount of throw on them. I think I got it pretty much equaled out.
You want me to tow my trailer to Cincinnati? Or not Cincinnati, but Cleveland? We pack a lot of shit in there.
Yeah, I know. I'm wanting to take 3 airplanes with me, or maybe at least 3.
4, 5, the whole shop.
Well, you almost want an extra in case if something happens,
I guess I could finish my Ringmaster real quick. The longest quick build on record.
Throw some monocoat on it or something and be done with it.
3 years. No, what I'll do is I'll prove them wrong. I'll smoothie the Z-Epoxy on there. We'll weigh it, and I'll shoot it with urethane.
Yeah.
And show them how much it really gained.
Show them a 10 ounce or 12 ounce finish. I don't know. If I'm going to be driving 4 or 5 hours, I want to enter more than 1 event. So I can take the Nobler and my Tampa plane. That's 2 events.
I got 3 classic airplanes.
Then I got a profile too. And a profile crashed up there last year. Or was that the year before last?
I got my classic Continental, Tucker Special, and now the Lowler. And I don't fly classic. I think I've flown it once in 10 years.
It's
That was the Nats.
the same pattern, just smaller planes.
These are more fun to fly, I think. Let's see what the window meter says.
Well, I guess they got their place. I just like the authority that the big planes give you. You know it's out there. It's yanking on you all the time. These little airplanes, sometimes you just don't even feel them.
Well, we got no wind right this second. Well, it's up there.
Stand out there in the circle. About 5,
7.
7.
Average is 4.
Going to get a scorcher today. Barb's making some homemade potato salad, and we'll grill out some hamburgers for lunch.
Look at my brand new wheels, except they're dusty. Put a set of tires on the brand new wheels.
You epoxy them already?
No, they haven't got the Z-Proxy treatment yet.
Got wax all over them.
Yeah.
What if these are 2 1/4s? I got 2 1/2s on that neighbor underneath them wheel pins. It's the only size I had. The same kind of wheels. I think they're 2 1/2s. They don't come. I didn't think they ever came smaller than 2 1/4, but
2 inch.
2 inch I found somewhere.
Hey, give me a burp here. Just start working. Thing is that it hasn't run in 2 years.
Yeah, might be a good idea.
I'll do the burp. Let's see. Mic not working. Okay, mic ain't working. I added some comments. Yeah, I saw that. Thank you, Greg. Greetings from Scotland, Alexander III. Morning, guys. Yeah, we're going to be out here playing today. Now, this is very heavy, so don't break your back.
It's not any heavier than mine. 40 ounces. Yeah. Might weigh more than mine.
Maybe, because Jerry put that crap on it.
Got some stupid looking baby buggy wheels on it.
Got an OS glow plug in it. There we go.
Magnesium spinner on it.
Yeah, that was on my Viper.
Like $100 spinner on it.
On a $40 airplane. Come on now. Got it. Do yours?
Yeah, I guess we could.
Lighter. Mine would have been lighter. It'd have been 38 ounces. I wouldn't have put that goop on it.
Is what it is now.
But 40 ounces ain't bad for an over, considering most of them are 50 and you're gonna see them 60.
Oh yeah, I seen 160.
How could you fly this airplane at 60 ounces? What is turd? It ain't hurt yet. More jizz. We used 4 gig yesterday of bandwidth for 3 hours.
I know you, man.
$40. Oh, I kept the instructions out of the box.
You hadn't mailed to that yet, have you? Probably got the box all taped up. and
Yep.
all that.
I'll keep the instructions. Maybe I'll order a mobile mic instead of the Rode mic and be cheaper. That Rode mic is $150 for a $10 microphone.
Yeah, but do you really need it? Look at what you really need and all that stuff you got to carry around.
Well, the better the videos, the higher the metrics.
Well, I understand that, but
I'm building my retirement.
there's got to be a breaking off point somewhere.
I think Jerry filled this up and had a 40-minute flight one time.
Yeah, I think. I did the other day on this, and I cut it back, but it's still too much.
About 3.5 ounces is what it takes. Three and 3/4, 3.5.
I'm gonna go with 3.5 because 3 3/4 was 25 laps after the pattern. 3 3/4 was 25. I think it was 25 laps I did. You can go up first. You running pressure on that?
Nope. Nope. It will be, but it's not right now. I'm flying it as Jerry had it set up. Boy, this Look at that shit. What's up with this crap?
And on the wrong tube.
So Jerry, you got it set up backwards. Figures. I always thought Jerry knew what he was doing, but he really didn't.
Yeah, realize that he did that stuff back when he was a teenager and stuff. And then I don't think he did much anything with modeling for 40 or 50 years. Jerry was a couple years older than us. 67 or something like that when he passed.
69.
69.
Get my handle. Just turned 69. Without control. Okay, guys, I built this airplane 4 years ago. I've never flown it. We're going to see what happens. Could be a disaster. Probably not. Yeah, let's make sure we're pointed in the right direction. Okay. the 8. Yeah, it looks pretty good. By the 8. Oh yeah. Oh, run out. Need to shorten the up line. Change change those tubes around. Turn it in a half a turn. All filled up?
Yep. Well, right straight into the sun.
Turn that in a quarter turn. Better? Looks like it turns pretty good to me. pretty good to me. Inside square. Yeah, I forgot my glasses when I went out there to fly again. Let's see here. I can't read what the chat says. Like, subscribe, and share. Cost me $10 an hour to stream. A little over 10. My next nobler flight should be better. Adjust the handle and speed it up. Greetings from South Africa. Hey, Bruce. Hey, Bruce from South Africa. Thanks for watching. Carrier landing. What was the matter with that?
Not used to it. Yeah, over the last time.
51552.
Might need that tailgate taken out that.
Quiet.
You have to do that inside square, man. It would come right on around.
Take the tail weight off. Looks like it flies pretty good.
Like that now, it turns tighter inside than it does outside. Go figure. A little bit. It's not quite polar opposites, but
Got guys from South Africa watching.
I don't see much. Test and tune.
What?
Test and tune.
Oh, I gotta adjust the handle on that.
did it look when it shut off? Did it look like it was tail heavy?
I didn't see, to be honest.
Didn't look like it to me, but I was on that second opinion.
Well, I'll tell you what, if it's turning like that, take the tail weight off. It'll give you better directional stability in the wind. Yep. Hey, Kaz, if you're watching this, why don't you use American bolts for the American stuff you're sending over?
Let's see.
Okay. Well, we're ready, I guess. Hopefully I get a good motor runner.
Right now, I'm gonna shorten the length of my brush line.
Oh, I'm gonna get my glasses back. Sunglasses. I can see what I'm doing. You guys are killing me. Back and forth with the glasses. Let's see what it, if we got anything here. It says something, but I don't know what it says. I can see better on my phone. Happy 4th of July, Noblers from Carroll Stream, Illinois. Banshee 15. Thank you, Banshee. There we go. I can see now. Can't see the chat, but I can see what I'm looking at for airplane. I hate them. All right, guys. This is my second flight on this airplane. The first flight, you know, I built the thing 4 years ago. I never flew it. Gary flew it. Had to adjust the handle. We're gonna turn the RPM. I think it needs some tip weight. But we shall see. As soon as John gets done, we'll go ahead. I'm not sure if this motor's ringed or ABC. Very good. I got one. I don't know. Inside this motor's 4 years. Come on. one that is still in one piece. That fucking wind came up.
562.
Too slow.
So they're
Yep.
still.
This thing needs a lot of work. It needs a lot of bench trimming.
Well, that's what we're
Motor
out
is
here for. Is
all
find,
jacked up.
find the problems and we'll go fix them.
I can't hear you. You lost the wheel. What'd it do?
Rubber came off the rim.
Bend the wheel? Oh no.
562s.
Yeah.
And that was at the end of the flight when it was running a little bit faster. So
This Jerry's got this thing set up asinine. It ain't right. I need to take it apart. Probably put my other motor in it.
made for flying like this. Combat pilot. Turn it in a little bit more.
No, I need to put it on pressure, change this so this is the pressure line and that's the vent. Point them more forward. I think it's the wrong Venturi in there. Yeah, it ain't blowing now.
Yeah, I know it will. I'm gonna walk up there in the center.
Started gusting on me. Of course, right as the motor's going to quit, it starts gusting. So today, I'm going to have to go back to the apartment and get a pressure tap. My other engine, that motor doesn't run worth a shit. It ain't gusting.
I'm about 4 miles an hour right now.
Yeah. I'm not flying, that's why.
Just change direction. Look at them trees. I can't feel a thing. Look at those trees.
Feel like anything out here. When I was flying, it was like that tree. It wouldn't be if it was constant, but it's buffeting, knocking that thing all over the place. Why?
Made that handle adjust now. I want to put up the light to see what that is.
I'm gonna.
Wait a few minutes to see if the wind doesn't settle a little bit. I'm not going to keep trying to trim in this wind because it's really not very
I guess I could put my good wheels on this thing instead of them buggy wheels.
good kind of stuff to trim.
Put the good wheels on it instead of the buggy wheels. looks to me that he has cut the things off so you can't. Oh no, there's a little bit on there. That side. None on that side. Damn.
Jerry wasn't a real good craftsman.
I left them long so you could put whatever wheels you wanted on the damn thing.
I'm gonna wait just a little bit, see if it calms down. They're not doing any good by the trim and gusty winds. Let's see what happens in a few. It might not get any better. Who knows? It's supposed to be worse today than it was yesterday. Yesterday was beautiful.
Perfect. Okay, guys, if you got something to say, go ahead and say it because I can see it now.
Hey, get your phone out.
Yeah, I get my phone out.
That's what I was doing. Was trying to listen and
Have fun, Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Hey, Eau Claire.
it's sort of gusty out here.
Yeah, that thing needs some work.
Right.
It needs to be on pressure.
I might do that with mine. I mean, it's a matter of putting a tap on the muffler. It's gusting. I think it's gusting to about 13 or 14 miles an hour with an average of 4 to 7.
4 to 40.
Yeah. It did change directions on me while I was out there looking at that thing a couple times where it not quite 90 degrees. One time it did change 90 because it was coming from those trees over there instead of from right behind us. That's what this field does. This is notorious for changing directions.
I wouldn't mind if it was constant, but that buffeting. That's why that landing was so bad.
Yeah.
The wind got underneath
it. And I was, man, it started floating over there, and I'm going, oh no, it went up, and you held it there because you were whipping it, trying to come on around, and then it hit it again right about right here, and I said, oh, there's a bounce one.
At least it's in one piece.
Yeah, I just hate to scuff them up on the wingtips or the cow or something like
that. Is
that.
it scuffed?
I don't know. I didn't look at it.
You can't repair that thing.
No, that's the problem with that spray shine stuff. You can't repair it. If you do, it's a pain in the butt. Bounced that landing yesterday, and luckily I didn't do anything to it. But I'll fly it and see if I have to take that. Since I made that line adjustment, I'll fly it like that.
Eric Zeal asked, do you worry about security when a line breaks? No. And I'll tell you why. Let's say the down line breaks. It's going to go round and round and round and hit the ground. If the up line breaks, it's just going to go bump right into the ground. We have a safety thong on that if both lines, you can't let go of the handle.
If you let go of the handle, it's going to give it full down, and because the safety thong, without that, if you drop the handle, it can fly away. They had one that happened here a year and a half ago down in Cincinnati. A ringmaster, a guy went out and was dinking around and let his nephew or something fly the airplane, and he let go of the handle, and it circled up, and he was right next door to an airport. Thank God the wind was blowing in the right direction, because if that thing had flown into that airport, they'd lost that flying site and everything just that quick. But it flew up, and it was registered to Jerry.
It was registered to the guy whose number's on this airplane, the guy that I sold this airplane to.
So he hadn't changed the AMA numbers on it or anything, and
AMA called him and said, hey!
Somebody found your airplane over here about 2 miles away. They found it down by the river. They're lucky it didn't land in the river. They got the lines, the handle, everything back intact.
Airplane wasn't broke?
No, that thing just circled. It hit just a little bit up or something on the lines, and it just circled like a free flighter and just kept circling until it ran out of gas and then circled its way down. That's what they said. They tried to chase it down and couldn't find it. They went to the area that they thought it landed in, couldn't find it, and evidently it landed in this parking lot, hit this lady's car. So right on the edge of the river down there, there's a restaurant. I guess it landed in that restaurant parking lot, didn't land in a tree or anything. They got lucky. So they got lucky in a lot of ways. They definitely lost that flying side of that going over into Lunkin Airport. Heck, they got jets and helicopters and all sorts of stuff. Lear jets, high dollar stuff over there.
Well, leave it to the knuckleheads.
There's a reason for rules.
This airplane flies okay. It just needs a little work. It needs some motor work.
Just like what I've been doing out here, It's just a little bit here, a little bit there. Change what you can out here.
Yeah. I think mine needs to be bench trimmed and motor changed. The one with the right venturi in it.
Well, that's what we ought to do when we get home. I want to at least fly it one more time, see what that handle change did to it. That line change that I just made. And probably just going to fly level. I might do a loop or two, maybe. I can pretty much tell by if it feels natural to me. If I feel like I'm holding up or if I feel like I'm holding down, it's out of adjustment.
Kevin Howing says, I just finished my Nobler and haven't flown it yet, though.
What's it weigh?
Yeah, how much does it weigh? That's the important thing.
And what kind is it?
And is it a 52 or a Giske Nobler? We got one of each here.
Just out of curiosity, because they both fly about the same.
We got 18 chat. Top chat is 18.
Craig, we haven't forgotten about you if you're still on here.
No, Eric, they did not change the Nobler basic dimensions. The difference between a Giske Nobler and a Aldrich Nobler is a pencil line in the
Airfoil.
in the airfoil. Bob Giske took a pencil and drew around the Aldrich Nobler rib, so it's one pencil line thicker. So we'll say it's a 1/16 of an inch thicker, all over, wing.
Well, he did a different fin.
Yeah, different fin.
Rudder, and that little strake that comes off the front of it.
Yeah.
And he cut the turtle deck down a little bit and put that strake on. I think he only did that just to save some weight, make the fuselage a little.
Is that good or bad, Andrew? Never seen Noblers fly like yours. Yeah, because they don't fly. We're not getting them to fly very well.
At least not right now. We will. We'll get them trimmed in. You gotta realize, here's our trimming session. Basically what we do. Go up, put up a flight, analyze what you got, come back and talk about it. Double check with each other, make sure the assumptions that you're thinking that it needs equal out. Make one change. Only one change. Go fly it again. You can pretty much tell. You can do one loop, one inside, one outside, whatever, and fly level, give a little bit up and down, and you can tell if the trim changed on it. Just very little work. And if you're uncomfortable with it, just fly the tank out, and just fly the tank out anyway. Doesn't matter.
The wind is so blustery here, and mine was running so slow. I mean, I got it to loop and corner to see what it would do. but it was running so slow, I didn't want to do a pattern with it. I've got to change my motor. I'm going to put it on pressure. Might change the propeller. He's got a 12.5 wide on it.
I think he broke one propeller on there. The one you gave him. I didn't give him a rev up.
I gave him a lot of stuff. I gave him an unobtainium 11.5 EW. I don't know what the hell happened to it.
He broke it. He broke it down at what's its name?
5.2 seconds is where you should be. At least that's where I like it. 5.6, 5.7, 5.8 is way too slow, especially in this gusty wind.
Yeah. That little airplane was buffeting around. That airplane, it come around here and a gust of wind come here and hit it, and you could have probably read your AMA number on it because the wing came up about like that.
Yeah, I think it needs some tip weight too.
I think that one does too. My other Nobler, when you set it down on the wheels, you could see the outboard wingtip go, you know, because the tip weight in it. And it flew good like that.
So I have 2 flights on that airplane. The first flight was way too slow. What'd you say, 5.8?
5.8.
Yeah, 5.8. Didn't want to try. The motor was running like crap. Check your mic, Sparky. It's static. Well, there's nothing I can do about that. I don't have a mic on. That's on the phone there, so that's the wind knocking it back and forth. It doesn't look windy, and it's not really high speed wind. It's buffeting.
Wouldn't be so bad if you were flying one of your big planes.
No, big plane would go right through it. Lots of power. Lots of power. I think when we leave here, I'm going to go back to my apartment, get the other motor. I got to have something to do over your house. Get the other motor, pressure tap, swap the motors. My Tucker doesn't run like that. Wow! It just screams right along.
I think you got a 4.5 prop on it or something too. I don't think you got a 5-pitch prop on that plane.
Right. We're gonna set it up just like my Tucker. So I like positive. You know that. I think Jerry was trying to run that like an old time setup. You know, 4-stroke, 2-stroke type thing.
He might have been. He's sentimental a little bit in that way. A lot of guys are. That I don't know what they're afraid of. What all this 2.4 junk is about. They all 2.4 to some extent. Some more. The old-fashioned way was a deep 2.4. You know, where it's 4-stroking on it, sitting there, blip, 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 blip. You point the nose up, and it really breaks hard into it, and it pulls. That's what everybody wants to get. Well, it's easier to set a needle valve if you're 2.2ing.
Yeah.
Use a low pitch prop. It'll stay 1 speed. You're right on the verge of going over the top. My first Nobler, I ran it just like you ran a Fox 35. It 2.4 brake. It had a Fox 35. I ran it a little on the fast side though. I ran a 5-pitch prop. I ran a 10.5 wide blade prop, DY0 or something like that. A lot of guys run those 10.6s and that's too much of a 2.4 brake, I think. Get them running right, you might have a line change in order to just the line length.
I will get this to fly good.
Oh yeah. Nothing wrong with the design, it's just it needs work. I'm gonna see if this thing jumps. That last flight I had before this one I'm gonna put up with it, I went to take off, and instead of a long smooth takeoff, it just sort of sprung up on the air, and that was telling me my upline's a little bit short. And when I went to maneuver, I found out that it was turning tighter, a little bit tighter inside than was outside. So I lengthened, I lengthened the upline. We'll see if that doesn't dial it into my handle neutral and it doesn't jump off the ground on me. It's supposed to be 95 degrees today or something like that.
Probably not. Come on. Hard to believe, but this is $250 worth of shit. Hope I took my other Brian Gardner motor out of here. Set it on the shelf at home. I don't see it. Put these wheels on the Nobler. Yeah, there's got to be a better way for toolboxes. This shit.
Yeah, you got perfect midline.
You're all fueled up?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Only fit 3 ounces. Why? Why? Work with rubber cap on.
Here's the reason why this airplane flies the way it does. See who's flying it? No, it's no fun, Andrew, in gusty wind. Yeah, hey Chris. Well, that ain't no good. You talking about the Cleveland field, Chris? That's the circle that we fly on there in Cleveland, Chris. Roll it out real good. John got his on the ground. It wasn't windy though. The wind let up when your engine quit.
Yeah. I said, cool. I think that's pretty close on handle adjustment. Now I got to work on lead out position.
Okay, great. Chris Everson said they spent all day yesterday working on number one circle there in Cleveland. There's some circus in a mud run went in there, so they had to roll it.
They have it happen every year, don't they?
I don't know.
When the circus comes to town.
Yeah, the big circus. Said it should be fine by contest time, which is a good thing. Yeah, that's to take it off. I'll go home and get that other engine, a pressure tap, the right propeller, and reset it up. see, I think I got 10.5.4, 13.6, 11.4, 11.6, 11.4. I need 11.5. I think I got one at home. 11.5, 11.6. I know I got them in St. Louis. That's for maybe about the time that money is worthless, somebody will let loose with some good stuff.
Do me a favor.
Bob Hudak says they put 2 dump trucks of topsoil on that circle.
Yeah, no question. I'm gonna roll these out again and try to get these even. Just hold them even. 'Cause I got that all set now.
You want
Handle.
even like that?
Yeah, exactly.
Bob Hudak says that they had a goose strike. Come on. Bob Hudak says, had a goose strike last week. Guy lost his twister. Both lines broke and pulled the crimp from the cable in his handle. Plane hit the D, whatever that. Plane hit the white fence by the hospital.
Ooh, wow. Sorry to hear that, Bob.
And we got the whole crew here. Where is my buddy, Vince Bonehead?
He's in Michigan.
Oh, he's in Michigan. What's he doing up there?
That's where I think he lives in Michigan.
Vince Bodie, you better be on here soon. I like him.
Vince is a good guy. They're all good guys.
Yeah.
Like me and Hodak had that thing up there at Brodak where we were ribbing each other. I'm gonna beat you. No, I'm gonna beat you.
Are we coming out tomorrow?
No, I put off that work today.
Yeah, but he can wait till Tuesday.
Yeah.
That's when I'm at work.
Problem is, I gotta think about my little Barbie doll.
Why do today what you can put off till tomorrow?
Because I already put it off till tomorrow.
Yeah, but Tuesday's a work day. Tomorrow's a holiday, the 4th of July.
Here's what's probably gonna happen tomorrow. I can just about guarantee it. That Robert, Marcy, and Carson, and all them's gonna be over there at the house.
Well, good. Put them to work cutting the bushes.
Somehow it just doesn't work like that.
Hudak said you knocked me out of second place by a half a point.
Yeah.
At Brodak.
Yeah. Sorry about that, Bob. Such is life in the fast lane, right?
Yeah.
Nature of the beast. Where's my stopwatch over there?
Yeah, it's hanging on your chair.
That was a fun time up there, Brodak, Bob. We always have a good time ribbing each other and stuff.
Yeah. Well, guys, it's the end of the video. We're going to take this stuff down. We really thank you for watching. How can you forget? Somebody posted on Facebook they're having Brodex and 220,022. Yeah, 2022. Yeah, we know. We will.
Is it going to be in Brodak's backyard? That's what I want to know.
I would imagine it will be.
It might be at the airport down the street up there in Uniontown or whatever it is, right as you get off the highway.
I bet that town is screaming, what? No Brodax?
Oh yeah, it's probably killed them. They got a lot of business from that.
Can we get a close-up of John's Nobler? Yeah, he'll hold it up here for you. Bring it over here and show him, John.
Wipe it off real quick.
They said, no, it's going to be at the airport.
That's
Which-
all right. It's right there. They got motels right there and everything right across the street.
Hudak says, I think it's rumored to be at Greene County Airport. Airport. There's his Nobler. Pretty nice airplane. Whole lot better looking than mine. Because the guy I sold it to didn't finish it.
I really like tube mufflers though, instead of these tongue mufflers. They keep them a lot cleaner. Thing gets all slimed up pretty easy.
All right, guys, we're done. I thank you for watching. We'll probably be on later on at John's. So, fair winds, tight lines. See ya.
Thanks.